Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'll be taking you guys on how to draft shoulder dart bustier. So if this is a content you're interested in watching, please keep watching and don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Without wasting much of your time, let's get started. So here are the measurements used on this pattern drafting. So there we measure the shoulder to the full length, which is 24 inches. From there we measure our shoulder to our bust line, which is 10 inches. That's depending on you or your client. So shoulder to the under bust of 13.5, then shoulder to the half length of 16 inches. Then rule out a straight line on them like this, as we are doing it like this. After ruling out a straight line, we actually got a better marker that could actually indicate all the lines that are already ruled out. Then we'll move ahead to measuring the shoulder from this point. Sorry that the camera was shifted. So our shoulder of 16 inches, then divided by 2, then we'll now use our curve ruler to curve out the shoulder part. Then we measure the armhole. We get the midpoint of this armhole and mark it out there, then go in by half an inch. Then from there we actually use our curve ruler to curve the armhole like this. So after then we'll move ahead to measuring the nipple to nipple point, which is 8 inches divided by 2. We have 4 inches. Then we mark out all these 4 inches on all of the parts like this, just as we are doing on this part. Then we connect a straight line to it like this. After connecting the straight line, we're now going to move further to measure the neckline, which is 3 by 3 inches. This is actually determine what we want. We will firstly measure the neckline 3 by 3 inches. Sorry it was not shown, but you will later see it. So on the under bust part, we measure 2 inches on the under bust, and don't mind the one done on the bust line, which is the butt point. We actually cancelled it at last. Then from there on the under bust, we actually connect the curve together to the bust to meet with the bust line like this. Then when making this, make sure that it's not actually so sharp like this. Then on the down part, which is the full length of the hem side, we measure 1.5 inches, then connect the lines together to it like this. Then on the shoulder part, we divide the shoulder remaining into 2, where here we have 4 inches divided by 2, we have 2 inches. Then we use our ruler to connect the line to the bust point like this. After then we go down to the under bust by the other side. We measure ½ inch on both under bust and half length, then connect a straight line to it like this. After then we'll now connect a straight line downward and also the upper part, just as you can see. Then on the shoulder part, we measure 2 inches on that other shoulder part, then connect the line. Use a curve ruler to connect it so that it will give you a better shape when doing yours. Then that 2 inches that we actually measured here, we're going to move it back to the other side. So the initial armhole will not be used anymore. We're going to make another armhole, a new armhole for it. Then you now connect your new armhole at this point. Then you now make sure that you actually mark out the wrong part. That is the place that we are going to cut out. After this, then we'll now go ahead to the round to measure the round bust measurement on the bust line, on the bust point. Then when measuring this, you make sure that the dart that you actually deducted initially, you add it back to width like this. So the under bust of 13 inches and the bust line of the waist of 32 inches. So then we now add all the that inches together, whatever we gives us, we added it to the allowance to like this. Then on this down part, this is not like the regular this is just, I just wanted to give it a shape, a different shape entirely. And on the down part, we are just trying to give it a curve edge, like making a curve edge at the down part. But this is actually, it depends on you, on the kind of curve you like to make on yours. So let me know in the comment section if you love to redesign my, or you let me know on what you would like to use. So move ahead to the neckline. We measure 6 inches depth over 3 inches, 3 inches by 6 inches depth. Then on the neckline too, we actually did our own neckline. We just did our own style, our own pattern. You could decide to do your own, just depending on you. Then we'll move ahead to cutting all this pattern together like this. So you can see how beautiful this look. And on that point, when cutting yours, if you're busty, you could increase, you will have to increase the bust line. What you measured on that shoulder part, you have to increase it. So move ahead to the back pattern. We actually measured a full length of 24 inches too. Then from there, measure our shoulder part. We'll connect a straight line on the shoulder line like this. Then we go in to measure our shoulder line. We'll come down by 1 inch for our shoulder slope and connect the slope to it like this. On that part, measure our armhole of 16 inches divided by 2. We have 8 inches, and then we connect a straight line, curve out our straight line. Then from there, we measure shoulder to bust line, shoulder to half length. We are not actually having bust at the back, so we just have to measure shoulder to bust line, shoulder to half length. Then on this part, on the shoulder, we measure the midpoint of the shoulder. Then on the back pattern, you have to make sure that it's not the same way. The armhole for the front is not the same thing to the back. So after then, we measured 4 inches, which is our nipple to nipple point, divided by 2 on this part to determine the dart measurement. After measuring half an inch on the both side, we connected the lines to the bust line. And while connecting the lines to the bust line, you give space like 1 inch before connecting it to the bust line. Then we'll move ahead to measure the neckline, which is 3 inches by 7 inches. This also determines how you want your neckline to be. So this is just a freestyle, this is just a pattern that you can recreate yours on your own. Let me know if you recreate yours. Let me know in the comment section if you like to recreate your own pattern, and please don't hesitate to share when doing this. So move ahead to connecting all the lines together on this part, then also give it a nice shape. This also depends on what you want and how you want it. So after this is actually having a loop at the back, with having a loop at the back. So when doing this, we'll have to deduct the loop that we want, which is for the bust line I wanted 2 inches, 3 inches. Then for the midpoint I wanted 3 inches, and then the other full length I wanted 2 inches. So you can see how curvy it is. So just in case when cutting your own, you could decide to just recreate whatever you want for your own or for your client. This is just what I decided to do. So I don't know how you would like to do yours. So move ahead to cutting all those pattern. Then before, you have to indicate. So this is the end of the video. I hope you find this tutorial interesting. Please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe.